Hello everyone, welcome back to Emstine TV. In today's video, we are going to be looking at why Nigerians crave to live overseas. In this video, we are going to listen from Chioma Gabriel. That is where we got the story. That is the person where we got the information from, and we are going to see the story of Agadi and testimonies from some passport seekers, Nigerians who are seeking for passport to travel abroad, what they are going through and how it is being done and delivered to them. As we move on, stay tuned to the end of this video to discover this with us. Thanks to my returning subscribers. If you are new to the family, please do consider subscribing and joining the family, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell. Ogadi, 46 years, had always nursed a dream to live and work in America. Immediately he finished his secondary school in one of the Ajungule schools in Lagos. Traveling abroad became his main focus. For years, Ogadi nursed the dream and made several attempts that failed, but it became an obsession that he could not control. At one point, he made it to the Murtala Muhammad International Airport, but it turned out his visa was fake and his was sent back. Soon, he began to notice that most of his colleagues that graduated from the same secondary school with him and other contemporaries in his neighborhood had already graduated from the university, while he still struggled for a United States visa. The girls in the neighborhood whom he had chased at one point or the other began to use it to mock him at his back. Every girl in the neighborhood knew that Ogadi used the line of about to travel abroad to chase girls, and years became decades. But Ogadi never traveled. He soon realized that his friends and mates in his secondary school had not only graduated from the university, but had become men and moved on with their lives. He also noticed that the friends and classmates in the past could no longer reckon with him. He was no longer in the same league with them. Some had become astute professionals, and many who hated to nurse no dream of traveling abroad after graduating from the university had traveled out for further education. The teenager soon turned 30 and had to move out of the neighborhood. When he was no longer seen around the neighborhood, many thought his dream had finally come true, but that was until many years later when an old schoolmate went to Allen Avenue in Lagos and met him at a barber's shop where he was employed as a barber. Ogadi lied to him that he just returned from the United States, but it turned out the old schoolmate came to see the guy that employed Ogadi and harbored him all the while. His shame knew no bounds, and Ogadi begged him not to escalate what he saw. Eventually, the American dream died and Ogadi changed his course. He now decided he was going to Europe, Asia. He tried and failed and reduced his dream to wanting to live in Asia. Even till death, at age 46, Ogadi is still trying to adjust to a dream that never became a reality. He didn't acquire any further knowledge, no education, or gain any skill apart from barbing. He has no accommodation and still quartered about. He has not been able to settle down in a marital relationship, but fathered two children with different mothers who shared his dream of wanting to travel and live in America. Not a particular matter, but Ogadi is not alone in this crave. A visit to the immigration offices and foreign embassies in Lagos shows how desperate some Nigerians have become in their crave to travel and live abroad. As early as 7 a.m. in any immigration or visa office in Nigeria, Nigerians of different sex, age, and background will besiege the offices, either bidding to get an international passport or obtain visas to travel out of the country. During a visit to Ikoyi, Lagos Immigration Office, the Deputy Controller of Immigration could not contain the crowd at his personal office. demanding his attention for their international passport. From time to time, he kept coming out to clear the crowd of passport seekers that blocked the entrance of his office. As nice as he tried to be, some aggressive passport seekers dare block him and worried him to attend to them. One of his aides told Saturday Vulgar that what the writer witnessed was a daily occurrence. "We have had cases of people coming to renew their passport and you realize that the ones that expired were never used. Some people just want to own international passport and some want to use it in places of identity card, but we cannot afford the luxury because of the scarcity of booklets. Some people have no business traveling anywhere but they want to own passport, and if you keep giving it to every Tom, Dick and Harry when the people who truly need the passports, like some in essential services, come, we will have a problem of booklets. So we have devised a way of keeping booklets for people on essential services who may need to travel outside the country for urgent official government assignment. There is one particular guy who has been coming here every time he tells the story of traveling in few days time and demanding for passport. We have been seeing him here and he keeps coming with all manner of stories. He has never traveled to any country. The near success attempt he made to go to Europe failed. He was denied visa and his passport was stamped, and he started coming again under the guise of having lost his passport. It's a strange thing. See the crowd outside and how they have blocked everywhere. There are no booklets for the passport. Cannot kill ourselves. See, our Oga comes out himself to drive away the crowd, blocking his office. This is what he does every day, and one has to be careful with such crowd. Tries to be gentle and polite, but we are planning to do something about having people barge into the offices. Within the premises, Saturday Vulgar tried to speak with some passport seekers at the waiting section, and the stories differ from person to person. So we are going to hear some stories from passport seekers, what they are going through and the reason why they are obtaining this passport, as said by Saturday Vulgar, a news agency in Nigeria. Osagi, that is one of the passport seeker who said he came to Lagos from Benin, told Saturday Vulgar that he didn't understand what goes on with immigration. "I filled my passport form since November last year. I paid and was captured but have not gotten my passport. I don't understand. There is no uniformity in the charges. Some pay more than the others and some will pay for the big booklet and be given the small one. They will ask you to pay for the big one and later tell you that what you paid for is not yet available, and that's how they keep disappointing you." But Saturday Vulgar found out that one can apply for a passport and get it the same day, as was the case with this writer who got to the Ike Office of Immigration around 2 p.m. and before 6 p.m. of the same day got her passport. One of the media officers at the Ike office said it can be done and has been done severally. You have evidence of a visa appointment the next morning and you are traveling officially. For people like you that we have some booklet kept for emergency, you will have noticed some police or military personnel coming for passport. There are some government officials also coming for official emergencies. Some of the people out there are not traveling anywhere. Some just want to have passport and some have been striving to travel out to live overseas over the years. To some, owning an international passport is a status thing. One of the passport seekers came to the passport office with her husband and 2 children, aged between 11 and 13 years. According to her, "We are tired of living in Nigeria. My husband lost his job after 15 years due to the recession. Where he worked, they are still owing him salary and gratuity. I am a teacher in a private school and I earn 23,000 naira every month. Even that is not regular. My husband and I do a lot of odd jobs to survive, and that does not help. We want to travel out. We have relations in South Africa and the UK. My brother living in Canada promised to help if we find our way to where he is. I will try and my husband will try, and any one of us that succeed with visa will go. But I'm very optimistic. My husband and I and the children may be lucky, and that is why we are all here. We have families living overseas who know what we are passing through. My husband and I are university graduates, and we are not lazy. Another international passport seeker told Saturday Vogue that there is nothing more in Nigeria for him. He said, "I have tried everything. It's like something is following me from the village. I used to live in Mobui. I did well for some time, but this Boko Haram thing drove me back to my village in the east. It was difficult for me to adjust. The insult was too much. Somebody that used to reign as a king in his family is now depending on the people he used to feed to survive. They were not making it easy. Even my younger ones started changing, asking me to go and look for something to do. I speak Hausa, and I felt the only place for me was the north. I went to Kaduna, but problems started there too. I came to Lagos. I have been in Lagos for 4 months. A schoolmate promised to take me along to Indonesia. I have not started talking about visa. Coming here every day for passport is not easy. They told me my passport will be ready in 1 week, but I have been coming for 1 month. A 32 years passport seeker said her international passport expired and she came for renewal, but all they tell her is that there is no booklet. Before I paid, they didn't tell me that. I don't know what is happening again. Asked if she ever traveled with the old passport. She said no, I didn't have any cause to travel in the past, but now that I do, the passport doesn't have the 6 months validity and I need to get another one. At the FASEC Office of Immigration in Lagos, Saturday Vogue spoke with other passport seekers. Another passport seeker says, "My husband and I studied abroad in the 80s. That was where we met before we returned to Nigeria after our marriage. Now our kids are growing and we want them to study overseas like we did. Everything is set but for the visas, and that's why I brought them here. They are already admitted to their choice universities of studies." For a pregnant passport seeker, she says the desire to have children who are US citizens is her drive. That is why she came to acquire a passport. "I want to give birth to my kids in the United States. This is my first pregnancy and I am already 4 months. I have relations who have American passport, and based on their invitation to come, I don't see a problem. I won't want my kids to suffer to get visa like I did. It's better to have children over there." For a serious businessman like a passport seeker who operates between China, Dubai, Europe, UK, and Nigeria, he didn't come to FASEC Immigration Office for any frivolous reason. "I have 6 full international passports. I have been to China several times and Dubai. I have traveled to over 20 countries. I take clothing materials from Nigeria to other countries and bring from other countries to Nigeria. Many Africans living outside Africa depend on me to supply their traditional clothing. I travel to Canada, Kenya, Tanzania, Mali, Cameroon, and Sierra Leone and buy materials which I take to Europe, China, Dubai, and other countries. Coming back, I buy clothes from those places to sell in Nigeria. I don't live abroad and I don't want to. My traveling is strictly for business." Thanks so much for watching. There are so many testimonies from passport seekers. And if you like the video, please subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and share the video as well. Till next video, stay blessed. Love you all.